This video will show how the Yatis web application can be used to track and measure usage of vehicles in a factory or warehouse. In our warehouse tracking application, you can see these vehicles over here that are either moving or not moving. By using zoning features, you can mark zones in your factory, and then you can check which vehicle is in which zone and track its movement within the zone and as it goes from one zone to another. If you want to see this in more detail, you could use a satellite view or a standard map view. If you want to see the vehicle names, you can just click this and you can see all the vehicle names of all the vehicles. If we zoom out, we can see that in this particular case, the vehicles are in two separate factories in this account. Let's zoom back in. And yeah, and you can see it the way you want to see it. Now, if you there's other dashboard, we can give you an overview of of the status of your vehicle. So in this particular case, you can see that there are 25 vehicles in this fleet. There are 13 moving and 6 vehicles are not moving. They stopped or parked. There are a few vehicles that require maintenance, and you can check that. So if you want to just identify the vehicles that are stopped or parked, you can click the square there, and the vehicles that are parked are marked out here. Note you can also click on each vehicle and get access to more detailed parameters of the vehicle. As you can see, the address of the vehicle is based not the conventional address, but actually a custom address which you can specify, which we will show later how to do. To monitor the movement of the fleet, or to check the utilization of the fleet, we have a very interesting application. So you can choose a few vehicles here and choose a certain period of time and request for the place summary report, or as we call the places summary report. So the places summary report, what we have is we got a view that shows how much distance was traveled. Sorry, you have to go to the places summary report. Right. So what you got here is we have chosen a few vehicles and we specify a certain time. At that time, we get the details of for each vehicle. We know what place the vehicle entered, what time it exited, and the time it spent in that particular duration, and how much time it was in ignition state, how much time was in parking, and for how much time was it idling, how much time was it moving. You can get all the details over here. So every entry and exit into a zone, a marked zone, can be seen over here. You can alternately choose to get a summary of the entire day. In the summary of the entire day, for every day, for every vehicle and every place, you can get amount of time spent in that particular zone. So this particular vehicle, FL01, spent about 18 hours 14 minutes in the physical machines. In that 18-hour period, the vehicle was on, the ignition was on for about 8 hours 44 minutes. The vehicle was parked and stopped for about 9 hours 30 minutes, and the vehicle was in idling time, so basically running at zero speed for about 6 hours. The movement time was about 1 hour 51 minutes. And similarly, you can get details for all the vehicles you want for each of the places. With this tool, with this report, you can actually check the utilization of your vehicles and take a call of whether you need all these vehicles or whether the vehicles are generally idling. Now, to make these places, what you have to do is you can go to add place, and you can say click a place, You can place a nickname, say general. You can choose a place name. You can have a nickname, general, and then you can have a name called test, and you can actually specify an actual address. I'm not going to do that right now, and you can add the place. After you've added the place, you can go to edit place, and the place would be there. And you could go edit place, and you could actually edit the place and give it a separate. You can give it the shape you want. It could be complex polygon like this, or it could be a circle, or it can be we just support or a complex polygon. Either way is fine. I'm not going to save this for now, and this way you can create a new place for you. Uh, Other features also include you can make geofences also, so you can choose the place and choose one of the places and you can make a new geofence. So geofence is a special kind of place which would give you a notification if the vehicle enters it or exits it. And if you want that, you could just create a name, specify whether the vehicle is whether the vehicle is safe outside, so you get a notification every time the vehicle enters the place, or you could choose safe inside, so you would get a notification every time the vehicle exits the space. You can get that, and then you can choose which vehicles for which it's activated, and you can add it. With that, you could get access to these reports which we see, which would include, say, geofence issues. So if I choose geofence issues and try to look for the day, we've got the details of these geofence violations also. So that is it. Thank you.